Alright, so it is very hot out today and the sun is right above my head again. So I made this makeshift little tent and it kind of guards from, if you look, I got like this little shady spot. Sucks that we got that little sunny spot right there, but once the sun gets up like straight up above my head more, that spot should go away. But anyway, we just got a part from the AutoZone because we had to order it yesterday. We have the entire lower control arm assembly, and yeah, I'm fixing to put it on and get this puppy going, hopefully. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and take these bolts out of the fenders, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure I might have to take the zip tie off somewhere down there. A little buddy right here. And then there might be one, yeah, there's one right there. And then I'll just go from there until I get this thing off. And then we'll move down there to the real problem. Okay, so as you can see, the fender is in the bad dent right there, dent there. And it's like really folded in right there. So I'm not gonna try to make anything out of that. And the inner fender, whatever you wanna call this, I don't know, like it's like ripped all the pieces. And if you look up underneath here, there's nothing really too important. So I think I'm gonna do without that piece and just say screw that piece, and I'm gonna just buy a new fender. Cause it was just like 1, 2, 3, 4, it was like 5 bolts. And it was so easy to get to. And plus, if I buy the right one, I can fix my fender fitment finally. And yeah, it'll look so much better. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna get down here and start disassembling this, because we were lucky enough to get a wheel stud, but if you look, we definitely need one, and the rest are pretty boogered up. So they only had 2 in stock, so maybe we might have to go to another part store around. They might have it, because I think I might need to replace all 4, to be honest. So to be honest, I'm not really sure where to start. I don't think this spring has a lot of tension on it, because I can kind of compress it just a little bit with my fingers. So I think it's like fully decompressed. I don't think I gotta worry about that spring. So what I'm gonna do is, since I have to take the entire knuckle off to replace, because these look pretty bad, like I'm gonna have to replace probably all these. And I honestly am not trying to cut anything. So, and I have I have all day to do this, so I'm gonna go ahead and just just take the caliber off, upper control arm, and basically I'm gonna tear my way in through this thing, just from front to like back, and get all the way to the other side, and basically just get all the way to those bushings and get them replaced. And then probably have to go to the part store to buy these. So I'm just gonna go one step at a time and just disassemble and buy parts after I get everything off. So yeah, I'm gonna take the tie rods off and this upper ball joint, I believe, castle nut. Okay, so if you see those 2 big holes there and there, they mounted on there and there. And I just took those bolts out, and basically the whole caliber slid right off easy peasy. I'm thinking like take the axle nut off, and then I'll have to go from there. All right, so the axle nut has been loosened and I started pulling it out, but that's when I realized that also I need to get this little screw out, because I already got the other one out, but I don't know where it went. So hopefully I can get new ones for that. I kind of stripped this screw out like a while back, so I'm gonna go get my little power inverter and my grinder and just cut a little slit in it and try to get it off with a flathead, and hopefully that works. Okay, so we're back with the grinder. Smallest grinder I have. I don't really have a Dremel, so we'll have to make it do. But anyway, I'm gonna just give it a little tap. Okay, so like I cut a little slit in it, and I even put a screwdriver in it still. I cannot get this little thing to turn. So I'm gonna just go on forth with the, as you can see, there's no nuts. So I'm gonna have to cut this little like chunk off. I'm gonna have to cut that off and then hope to God I can beat it out with this and this. So after about 30 minutes or so, I beat and beat and beat. We finally got that little screw out, and I just smacked the crap out of the rotor, so it may or may not be warped. Oh well, I'll buy another one. I don't care. And there's a little piece that went from here to here, and I just cut it off. It's not even that important. And then I was able to slip those lugs right out through there. Now I gotta figure out how to use this thingy to get this ball joint out, and this ball joint is completely shot. It is pretty rough, but anyway, here we go with this. So we got the new ball joint in. Oh, that was a pain. A little clamp in there. And before we put it back on, I'm going to try to take this lower control arm off to check that bushing back there, because it's supposedly bad. And we also got a brand new tar. If you watched the last video about the Civic, y'all will know that we were taking it to get an alignment because we just had put new tie rods on it, and basically the guy was just like, no, we can't because your control arm bushings are bad. So basically I took my time and redid the entire front end. So I put those new tie rods in it in the last video, which I don't know if I even posted that video or not. And then I did the ball joints on both sides, and then the lower control arm bushings were really shot and they were falling out of it. So basically you have to press the lower control arm bushings in, and yeah, I didn't have the tools to do that. So basically, instead of going to the hassle of, I tried to do it on the one side to press it out with like this little vise and like a socket, and I could not get it to budge. So I returned the bushing that I bought and basically just bought a new control arm because I was tired of the hassle. And the control arm was just 3 bolts, and then basically you just put it up on there and re-bolt it. And basically I bought another control arm for the other side and redid the other side a different day, and I also didn't record it. So it has basically a brand new front end, and I have new sway bar bushings, and got that alignment finally, and now she drives perfectly straight, no problems, and the suspension is just smooth as can be. But anyway, boys, yeah, this is a clip of the next video that I'm gonna post of us actually driving it and getting my buddy's reactions of the Civic. And anyway, I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.